My girlfriend flirted with her male best friend on our wedding day. Finale. I turned toward the nurse, whose eyes sparkled with excitement, her enthusiasm almost contagious. A helpless smile tugged at my lips. You're joking, right? My hands wrecked. How can I compete again? I'm serious. She quickly pulled off her mask, revealing a bright and delicate face. Look, she said, holding up her phone, I just started a new team, and we're short a jungler. Logan Hartman, I've been your fan for ages. Please, think about it. We need you. She showed me her phone, displaying information about her team BM Esports, fully funded by Brielle Whitmore. I stared at her, stunned. You really started a team? Her name sounded oddly familiar. Wasn't Brielle Whitmore the daughter of the Whitmore family, the real estate moguls? Your father's Philip Whitmore? I asked. Brielle gave a shy smile and nodded. Yes, that's my dad. Then why are you running a team, man, pretending to be a nurse? How much free time do rich people have? She removed her nurse's cap, looking embarrassed. I'm not actually a nurse. I borrowed the uniform. I heard about your accident and wanted to check on you, but I was worried it'd seem weird. Besides, I started the team because of you. I've admired you for so long, and I thought, if I could help you build your own team, you could take us to victory. Join me in esports, Logan. I want this team to be yours, and one day, you'll lead us to the championship. She smiled and extended her hand toward me. It was the first time anyone had been so straightforward and genuine with me. The first time someone had chosen me without hesitation. My hand, there's no guarantee I'll be able to compete again. Don't worry about that, she said confidently. If you join, I'll get you the best medical team out there. Besides, she added, her smile radiant, I like you, not just your skill. Even if you can't compete, you could still coach the team. Her enthusiasm was infectious, lifting the cloud of doubt hanging over me. I couldn't help but smile back. Slowly, I extended my other hand. All right, I'll join. Yes, Brielle laughed, gripping my hand tightly, her joy so overwhelming it brought tears to her eyes. Suddenly, the hospital room door slammed open. What's going on here? Vanessa Larkson stormed in, anger blazing in her eyes. Her eyes were red-rimmed, as if I'd somehow wronged her. And who are you? She spat, glaring at Brielle. Brielle calmly released my hand, glanced at Griffin Ashby standing behind Vanessa, and answered with a playful grin. Whatever you two are, we're the same thing. She winked at me before striding out of the room with confidence. I chuckled bitterly, realizing she'd deliberately provoked Vanessa. Vanessa, fuming, turned back to me. You'll regret this. I'm reporting her to the hospital. After slamming the door shut, she turned to me, her frustration bubbling over. Logan, who was that woman? A friend, I replied, my tone calm compared to her outrage. Vanessa opened her mouth to say more, but I closed my eyes, signaling the end of the conversation. Before long, I heard soft sobs still in the room. Logan, have you given up on me? I opened my eyes abruptly to see Vanessa crying, her tear-streaked face flushed red. What are you crying for? Isn't this what you wanted? Her tears flowed harder. Griffin stormed in, his face twisted with anger as he grabbed me by the collar. Logan, what kind of man are you? How dare you hurt Vanessa like this? Vanessa shoved him aside forcefully. Don't touch him. He's badly injured. Griffin's frustration was palpable, the veins in his neck bulging. Vanessa, why are you still defending him? He's cheated on you. Why humiliate yourself like this? You should dump him right now. Shut up. Vanessa's voice rang out, sharp, tan, commanding. This is between Logan and me. Stay out of it. She pushed Griffin toward the door and slammed it shut behind him. I was taken aback. Vanessa had never stood up for me like this before. It was the first time I'd ever seen her argue with Griffin because of me. She returned to my bedside, her voice soft and earnest. Logan, the person I've always cared about is you. There's nothing between Griffin and me, it's not what you think. I closed my eyes again, offering no response. Vanessa looked at me with a mix of sadness and desperation, tears falling silently. She seemed convinced that I was merely sulking, that everything would be fine if she just coaxed me enough. But when I was discharged from the hospital and left with Brielle, she finally realized I wasn't bluffing. Life moved forward as it always does, but for me, it was a new chapter written with hope, love, and success. BM Esports flourished under my leadership and Brielle's sharp business acumen. Together, we created a legacy that transformed not only the competitive scene, but also the lives of countless aspiring players. The birth of our daughter, Solo, marked a profound turning point. Her laughter became the soundtrack to our days, her small milestone celebrated with the same fervor as winning a championship. She was our light, a symbol of everything Brielle and I had fought for. DM Esports expanded rapidly, and with each victory, our fanbase grew. What started as a small team fighting against the odds became a powerhouse in the gaming industry. Brielle, with her innate ability to charm investors and secure sponsorships, ensured we were not just successful, but untouchable. We started hosting charity events, gaming expos, and youth programs aimed at giving disadvantaged players a chance to shine. Brielle named one such initiative the Hartman Foundation, a tribute to my journey. It was a constant reminder that, no matter how hard life tried to bring you down, perseverance could lead you to greatness. Vanessa occasionally appeared in the news, though always in passing. After Griffin's imprisonment, she retreated from the public eye. Word had it she moved to another city, starting over. Occasionally, I'd hear whispers of her involvement in philanthropy, trying to redeem herself. It didn't bother me. Her chapter in my life was closed. 2 years after my proposal to Brielle, BM Esports became the first team in history to win back-to-back international championships. The industry hailed us as pioneers, and gaming historians immortalized our success. Invitations to global events poured in, and I often found myself on panels discussing esports, leadership, and resilience. One such event took place in Tokyo, where I was honored as the keynote speaker. Brielle, always supportive, insisted on accompanying me with Sola. Watching our daughter marvel at the neon-lit skyline reminded me how far we had come. "I can't believe it," Brielle said one evening, her voice tinged with nostalgia. "From sneaking into a hospital to recruit you to this. It feels unreal." I smiled, pulling her close. "You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. None of this would have been possible without you." She looked up at me, her eyes shining. "Logan Hartman, you've always been worth believing in." While our story was filled with triumph, life wasn't without its challenges. A mysterious rival team emerged on the scene, a group of underdogs with remarkable skill and strategy. Rumors swirled that their coach was none other than my former manager, now attempting to rebuild his career. Their team, aptly named Phoenix Rising, clawed their way through the rankings. They were good to good, and their playstyle eerily mimicked my own. It became clear they were studying BM Esports, planning to take us down. Brielle took notice too. "They're a threat, Logan. Not just on the field. Someone's funding them aggressively. And it's not just for the competition." My instincts told me she was right. Esports had always been competitive, but this felt personal. The next international tournament was announced, and the brackets were revealed. BM Esports would face Phoenix Rising in the finals. The buzz was electric, fans eager to witness a clash of titans. For me, it was more than just another match. It was a chance to confront my past and protect everything I built. The night before the finals, I received an unexpected visitor, Vanessa. She looked different, more mature, her demeanor subdued. "I heard about Phoenix Rising," she said, her voice steady. "Griffin wasn't the only one who envied you." "Logan, be careful. What are you trying to say?" I asked, my tone guarded. "There are people who want to see you fall. Not just on the stage but in life. Your success threatens them." I nodded, appreciating her warning but unwilling to let her words shake me. "Thanks, Vanessa, but I've fought too hard to let anyone take this away." As she left, I turned to Brielle, who had been silently observing. "Do you trust her?" she asked. "I trust us," I replied firmly. Game day arrived, and the atmosphere was electric. The stadium was packed, millions watching worldwide. Phoenix Rising came out strong, their coordination impeccable. They played as though they had studied every move I ever made. But what they didn't anticipate was the synergy of BM Esports, a team built not just on skill, but on trust, loyalty, and heart. With each round, we adapted, outmaneuvering their strategies. Brielle's unwavering confidence and the cheers of our fans fueled me. In the final moments of the match, I made a risky play, a move so unconventional, it caught even my teammates off guard. The gamble paid off. We secured the championship. Standing on the podium once again, with fireworks lighting up the night, I held the trophy high. Brielle stood beside me, Sola in her arms. As I looked out at the roaring crowd, I knew this victory wasn't just mine, it belonged to everyone who had believed in me. After the match, we discovered that Phoenix Rising's mysterious benefactor was none other than a rival corporation trying to sabotage BM Esports. Brielle, ever the strategist, exposed their underhanded tactics, ensuring they faced repercussions. Years later, as I retired from professional gaming, I found joy in mentoring young players. Sola grew up surrounded by the world of esports, her curiosity and talent blossoming. Brielle and I watched with pride as she forged her own path. In the end, life wasn't about the battles we faced but the people who stood by us through it all. And as I held Brielle's hand, watching Sola take her first steps onto the stage as a competitor, I knew we built something truly extraordinary, a legacy of love, resilience, and triumph.